Wednesday, March 21st, 2012. Today I'm going to focus on the trucks outside a lot because I was able to move the truck over to this side, but it's going to piss off my neighbor. So I'm going to try to get all the drilling done, at least so that I can move it to the other side of the street where it's supposed to be. Then, assuming it's not going to rain, I'll work on the other truck and on the processing garage. I'm also going to update job apps. Beginning Monday, I'm going to start a remote job search, probably in Waynesboro first, and then later in Harrisonburg if I don't find one in Waynesboro. Just keep spreading further and further. So that's today's plan. Well, George said he was going to clear a path through here, but obviously it's not high on his priority list, so I may end up doing this later tonight too. I've been sorting out this toolbox. Made a little bit of room. It's packed pretty tight, but I've got it even packed tighter. I was looking for that little green key box just in case I threw it in here by accident. That's not in here, so I didn't really expect it to be. I'm down in George's kitchen on my trailer. Wiring finally came for the Accord. All I need is a hitch. The Accord requires a special adapter for the trailer wiring because the brakes have the brakes and blinker system are weird in that car. So this should make it easy. It just snaps. Here's one of the broken rivets. I can't seem to get it out though. I'm gonna get something to bang on that with. Well, I pulled it apart, I over-drilled it, and I put the oversized bolt in here. These two nuts are actually, bolts are actually studs. This is the box truck, by the way. Hinge that broke when I couldn't shut the door. Once I put the second one in, I'm going to drill it after this one's tightened down. This thing's going to fit over it, so if there's not enough clearance, which there may not be, I may have to grind it a bit to make it fit. Okay, the second one's drilled out. If it wasn't like $2 for each bolt, I'd do all of them. I'm going to have to do these other two, so I'm going to have to go back and get some more. Because these just have broken things on the top of it, so it's just going to fall out anyway. On the roof of the truck, which has no roof, so you can see the top of this. Here's the new stainless, the head of the carriage bolt, and here's the other one that I drilled. So hopefully you can see why I did it this way. I don't even know if that's going to work. Yeah, it's barely got enough threads showing. What I'll do is put the nut on without the washer, pull it down, then I'll loosen it up and it should be longer enough to get the washer on there. It didn't work, so I went up top and hammered it down and that worked. So now I'm going to put the washer and the nut on at the same time. Well, it's back to True Value Hardware. Two of the nuts had metric threads. That's what I get for not checking the threads. Every time I don't check, I end up having to go back. So anyway, I'm going to get some more of these as well so that I can put a couple more hinges on so it doesn't have the issues it had before. At least not quite so bad. I got 5 more bolts and I replaced the other 2, so now I have 7 bolts. So I can replace a couple of those hinges anyway. Oh, that's cool. That's working good. I might have George come out and push down on that so I can try to get it tighter though. Well, it's not perfect, but it fits. This whole door needs to be reworked, really. Thing's sitting up high like that because it wouldn't actually fit under the nuts oversized wouldn't fit under there. It actually uses a pop rivet normally. I'm starting on these other hinges. These are really screwed up. This door's in horrible shape. Like every single hinge is broken. I got this one on. I only have 2 bolts, so I don't have enough money for the other bolts. I got one more bolt left. I'll put it in here. And this one I just noticed has 2 missing. This top one only is onto 1. It's whacked. I can't find that other pulley part. I have that somewhere. Well, I'm out of bolts, but the door will probably shut now. I'm going to drill a few of these holes out. I'll remove the hinges that are just hanging there so they don't get lost. I'll drill the holes before I remove them, so at least they're pre-drilled. I'll drill these other ones, that way all I need to do is get bolts and I'll just keep throwing bolts in here. Well, it sounded good anyway. I think I've got these holes drilled off now. I'm going to have to rebuild this whole door. There's a lot of rot in there. It's not like rot, but it's like all, it's pretty soft. But for now I got to convert this into a mobile storage unit. So I should be able to close at this point. I pulled the 3 off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I should have another one. Then I'm missing that bottom roller, and that's it. And I know I have the roller someplace. I'm pretty sure I have this in the trunk. I'll know in a couple. Yeah, I do have the 4th one. I'm not going to bother hooking up the drill to drill it. I just pulled it all apart. So I've got 3 drilled hinges, 1 undrilled hinge. I got to find the other roller, which is possibly in one of my toolboxes actually. There's my knife. Well, now I can close it up and move it, so I'm going to move it back across the street. Well, today pretty much got wasted on this patch job. It's starting to get dark again and I still haven't really accomplished anything.